Hello everyone, welcome to Ajiro Tech. Ajiro Tech. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the CIE IGCSE Information and Communication Technology. The course code is 0417, paper 3, website authoring, May-June 2017, the first variant. Okay, so let's go to this paper. Okay, I think the tax one is evidence document. I think we have done the evidence document. I think I have it here. I think let me just close this. I think I have it here. So let me just check if it's the same thing. I think I have it here, but let me check. So this is 17. Yes, I've created it. Does it? Okay, it does not have. Okay, save that word processing document. Okay, make sure your name, center number, academy number will appear on every page of your evidence document by placing these details in the header. Okay, please, the instructions are very important. So I'll click on insert, come here to header. They are being specific, right? Yeah, the header. I'm just going to click the header, 3 columns. I'm just going to make everything on the right, on my right. Okay, Agile, ND, comma, center number EN, E for Agile, N for ND, 017, comma, 2023. Okay, just going to take this off and take this off. Okay, you can start to do it, each of them, your name, center number, candy number, but I just feel like doing this is fine. Okay, so let's go ahead. Tax 2 web page, and also in this video we're going to be creating the evidence document, so stick with me, don't go anywhere. Okay, you work for a Tower Web and are going to help some trainees develop some web pages to teach students about website authoring. Okay, noted. Create a new folder called HTML_1731. So we're going to create a folder called HTML. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to okay, I'm going to open it here. That's fine. I'm going to create a folder here. Okay, so I'm going to create the folder, new, click here on new folder, and I'm going to paste this here. Okay, one, done. And locate the following files and store them in the folder. So let's locate it. Now what I'm going to do right now is this. I'm going to click here, take this to the right, and this also, and I'm going to change. Okay, I think I can just locate them here since it's just 3. I have 17 San 1, 17. Okay, I have 1, and I have 2 CSS. Okay, so I have the okay, and the tab here. All right, so I'm going to cut it. Right click on it, and I'm going to right here to cut, or you can click on more options and I can cut it, move it here, and I'll paste it. Okay, so we're good to go. Open this. Good to go. Okay, so open the file 17 san1.png in a suitable application. Now I'm going to open it with the paint.net. Okay, I'm going to open it with paint.net. So let me get my paint.net open. Paint. Okay, I'm just going to open it here. Should be loading. Yes, looking good. There's a new version. Okay, it can be installed. Let me install it in the background so I can just continue to do my work. Okay, let's go back to the question. Let's open it. So let's open it. Okay, I'm going to click on file, click on open, and I'm going to locate where it is. Quickly going to locate where it is. I'm just going to pause, guys. Okay, so we have it here. So I'm just going to open it right here. Okay, so it's loaded. Okay, resize the image so that it is 704 by 528. Okay, so let's check. Oh, it's way more. This is 2000. Oh, so I'm going to click on image and I'm going to click here on resize. Now the width, remember this is by width, so I'm just going to 704 Okay, I'm going to type 704. Now I'm going to click on maintaining the aspect ratio. Okay, and I think you notice, wow, so automatically click on the maintaining aspect ratio, the width and the height have been seen, which is so good. I'll recommend the pin.net. Actually, I'm installing the latest version in the background right now, so yeah, but currently I'm using 4.3, and so okay, so we have it here. All right, so save the image with the file name. So let me save it with this file name. Okay, copy, click on file, click on save. So with the file name, so click on file, click on save as, and I'm going to save it with this file name. Save. Auto detect, I want it to be auto detect. So okay, okay, done. Remove the right of the image to make it 230 pixels wide and 52 528 pixels high. Okay, so 528 pixel high, of course, obviously it's going to be that. Now this is what they don't want. This is bad, and this is what they want. Okay, so let's see how we can go about it. So I'm going to click on the rectangle here, and remember it's going to be 230 wide. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start here. Let me do this. Okay, so I'm going to start here, and I'm going to move like this to when I get to 230. Okay, I'm going to move down till I have, so 230. Okay, yes, so I have 230 528. Okay, so I'm going to click on crop to selection. Okay, so right here is, okay, this is 231. Okay, 231. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on resize. So I'm just going to make 230 okay, probably I have to do it again. Okay, remember this is okay, 230. Let me see size, resize. Okay, let me do the resize. 230 528. So gonna give me the list we have here is, let me undo it. Okay, so let me do it again. So probably this is going to be, let me just check, 230 to 528. Nope. You know what, let me do this. Okay, so two 30. Okay, 528 it is. Image, crop to selection. Okay, let's see. All right. Let me check it to resize. Well, let me see. This is what this is not giving me what I want. Okay, so obviously there were some parts that, what do we do? Okay, you know what? Just gonna try it again and see. Okay, just try it again and see. 230. This is what? This is 248. This is 230. Okay. 528. Okay, 230 and 528. Okay, 230 is not giving me what I want. Trying to see what I can. This is 230 here. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think I've gotten 528. Then it's 230. Okay, done. Whew. Let me crop to selection. So what do I have? I have 231. Let me see. Okay, so let me crop to selection. So I have 231, 5. It's so much to do right now. This is not giving me. Let me see if I can adjust the rest a bit. Still gonna give me that. It's still going to give me a 1, which is not what I want. Okay, what I would do is this. Let me just pause. So I think I've been able to, if I do 230, it's giving me 231. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to take it. I will do 229, and I think that should work. So I'm just going to do 229. Okay, so I think this should work. So I'm just going to crop to selection, and this, yes. So obviously what we did is 229 is going to add a 1, and then we have it. So yes, this is just it. It took a bit of time, but well, practice makes perfect, right? So obviously you need to practice along with this. So obviously when you do that, when you add 1, obviously I use a normal paint, but I felt that introducing paint on there, because that's what my students have been using, and I felt it's unique and it's easier to use than some people prefer this to paint. I've been using paint, but I feel this is all actually cool. So let's work with this. Okay, so that is done. Like this. Save this image with the file name 17 san 3. So I'm going to save it. Click on file, click on save as, and I'm going to paste this here. So yes, auto detect, done. And if we come here now, we can be able to see that they are in PNG. Okay, we could check the properties of it to see that they're in PNG. Okay, all right, you can actually see it here as well. All right, so let's go ahead. Display the content of your HTML on HTML underscore 1731 folder, showing the folder name, the image dimension, all file names, extension, and file size. So let's do this. Okay, real quick. I'm just going to do this. Yeah, and I'm going to do this. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and let's check the things that are not there. So I'm going to click this to details, and we should be able to have a sample of it. Okay, so I have showing the folder name. Okay, so let's go about it. So I'm going to click on file extensions, right? So I'm going to click on the file name extension to add it. No, let me. Okay, so let me right click on this, click on show more, and I'm going to do this. I think it should be here. Give me a minute. No. Okay, so obviously you can see here sort, right, and more, and you could actually add them here, but I want the other one, so I'm going to right click and sort by. Okay, so let's do that. Let me do this here. Okay, so I'm going to click more, and I'll have sort by more, then I can start adding it. So we have the name, date modifier can be there, the type, folder name is in alphabetical order, so I'm just going to look for folder FO. No, that's obviously name, that's going to be name. Okay, I think that's file. Let me look for the name is there, but they're looking for the folder name. So here you are, folder name, image dimension, image is I. So let me get to where I is. Image dimension. So maybe D dimensions. So DI. Yeah, dimensions. If you don't see, you can see dimensions. All file names. Okay. So let me click the file name. Extensions. File extensions. File size. I think we have the size there. Yes. So okay. Okay. So obviously they want to see the file name. The name is here, but obviously for some reason they want to see that as well. Okay. So I'm just going to do this to show them all the extensions that they need to see. Okay. And what else? take a screenshot of your HTML, okay, folder, and place this in your evidence document. Make sure that the folder name, image dimension, all file name, extensions, and file sizes are clearly visible. So I'm going to take a screenshot. Okay, this is going to be evidence 1. Okay, let me put this in evidence 1. All right. Yep, that was a bit stressful for just 1 mark. Okay, just 1 mark, but I think it adds to it when we do it well. Please always remember to have a light background. I'm just using this for practice sake for you guys. So yep, let's go ahead with the question. Evaluate in your own words other changes that you could make to this image to make it more suitable for use in the web page. Now, what are those changes we could make to make it more suitable for the web page? Obviously, we talk about the size, right? And the one is the color depth of the image could be changed from the current setting of 16 bits. So obviously, if you check this, you're doing save as, you're going to see, let me just do this for example. Maybe I just put 4. I'm not going to save it. Let me just put 4. For example, you're going to see the bit of it. Okay, this is the bit, right? It's auto detect, and you can see the file size. So probably if it's lesser, maybe 2 bits, you see that it's going to reduce. Yes, it affects the quality, but yeah, you get the eye on it, right? You get it, right? So so obviously that to reduce 8 bits. So I think 8 bits is even better, right? Yes, 16 bits. Mine is using 24. So so a setting of 24, since I'm using 24, to reduce of 8 bits. Okay, this allows the image to be stored in a GIF or a JPEG, right? The effect of this would be to reduce the storage space required for the image. Obviously, the storage space matters a lot, because the higher the quality, the more higher the storage capacity of the image. Okay, the storage space of the image, right? If it will be saved in a JPEG, the file size will be further reduced. PNG has high qualities, so if if it's saved in a JPEG, right, is the best for sharing of your images. So PNG is more on adding those illustrations, making it more heavy, but JPEG, yeah, it makes it lighter, right? So by reducing the image quality as we save the file. Okay, that, and 4 marks, right? 4 marks, 4 points. Okay, I think we've been able to do 2 in 1. Okay, this allows it to be stored in a GIF, so we can allow it to be stored in a GIF or in a JPEG format. Okay, now let's create a web page called 1731 links.html. So I'm going to open my web expression. Click on open. All right. This web page must work in all browsers and must have a table structure with visitors, borders, and grid line as shown below. Text shown in bold must be entered into your web page. The text in italics are instructions you must do. Okay. Replace in chevrons with answers, images, candidate details as instructed. So let's see. I don't think they give us any specification right here in this paper, so we're just going to use our discussion. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 3 columns. Okay, so let's create it. So tables, insert tables. So we have 4 rows and we have 3 columns. Okay, yep, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's okay, so let's see, replace okay, the table is 650 pixels wide. Okay, 650 pixels wide, so we have an idea. So pixels 650 pixels wide. Okay, so we've done that. What again? Anything else I will need to know about? Okay, so let's go ahead. So we have using hyperlinks. So I'm going to copy this. Now let's work on it. This is meshed, so I'm going to highlight all this, right click, cell properties, and right click, modify, mesh cell. What else? um, this is also meshed. The three rows are also meshed, so I'm just going to do this, right click, modify, meshed. Okay, this two is meshed, so I'm just going to highlight this, right click, modify, meshed. Okay, if we check the codes, we're going to see that the column merge is 3. This is spaces. Row span means row merged, right? Obviously for the first table 3 columns were merged, and for these 3 rows were merged as well for the second one. Okay, so we had 1 2 3 merged. Okay, the rows were merged and the columns were merged, the rows were merged. Okay, this is column and this is row. Okay, what else do we need to know? This is table row. TRO means table row. TD means table data. Your table opening tag and closing tag. This is the table width. Okay, the title, I can change the title to, let me see, what was the instruction here? Is you work for Tower Web. Okay, so I'm just going to put this as Tower Web. Copy. Just going to put this Tower Web. Okay, and I'm going to, yep. Okay, I'm going to save everything. So, okay, so to create it, call this. So I'm going to save it here. Copy, click on File, click on Save As, and I'm going to look for where it is. I think it's right here. I just want to be sure. Yes, I think this is it. I'm going to paste this. You don't need to put the HTML because it's already on web page, and I'm going to save. Okay. The next one is this is going to be style, set in style H1. So this is going to be H1. Let me go to the design. Oh, I've not copied the text. So let me copy the text. Copy. Okay, and I'm going to paste it here. And this is going to be H1. So I'm going to click here and type H1. Okay. Place in image saved in step 2 here. Okay. Click on insert. Okay, pictures. Going to look for what. Okay, picture is right here. Now step 2, I want to know what is step 2. Okay, Psalm 3 for step 2. Okay, appropriate alternative text. So what are we going to use, guys? Let's use you know what, I'm just going to use this. I'm just going to use the file name. Okay, and I'm going to, yep, so we have it here. Okay, all right. The function of hyperlink, copy, And this is going to be what? This is going to be history. When used with the websites, okay, this is going to be history. And website created by copy. Okay, by Ajiro comma an 017 comma 2023. This is going to be style 3. Okay, history. Okay, now in this other part we're going to be placing we're going to be typing answers just by doing the 70 marks, guys. So we're going to be placing answers to this right now. I'm just going to pause and put the answers there. Okay, so I've been able to do that here. So we'll just carry on with the work, and probably once we're done and everything, we can be able to talk about it, because it's looking so, yeah. So let's just go on and we'll talk about it. Okay. So I think we've done that. Set it to, okay, we're going to set this to H2, right? So let's do that, H2. Okay, H2 here. And we'll set this as bullet points. With the squares, so I'm just going to highlight it, and we can do it from here. With bullets. Nope, that's no bullets. See, okay, so that's actually not what we're looking for. Okay, I can't seem to you know what, I think when we do the CSS, when little bit to come for the okay, okay, okay. So I think when we've done the CSS, probably that will come to light or something. So okay, so let's see. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, with in your own words. Okay, okay, attach the style tab 1731 to your web page. Okay, so let's attach it. Now to attach it, we're going to do it here. Browse. Okay, so yeah, I think we've seen some changes right here. Okay, we'll see some changes, so let's go on, and then we'll know. So I've attached the tab. A trainee has started to create a second style sheet to be added to the web page. The style sheet is not yet finished and contains a number of errors. Open the style sheet st1731.c CSS in a suitable software application. Okay, so let's open it. I'm going to attach a new one, not attach, open. So let's open it. Okay, let's open it. So ST1731. So let's open it. Oh boy. Okay, the web page and style sheet must work in any browser and use the most efficient method. All color codes are in hexadecimals. Hexadecimal talks about your color codes. They are in RGB, your red, green, and blue. RGB. Okay. Make sure your style sheet contains no HTML. The specifications for this style sheet are I think the trainee was just copying everything. Oh boy. So it doesn't really make sense. So let's just take it off and let's create a new one. Okay. What do we do? Okay, let's start with the table. Okay, now the table comes with your TD. Okay, so the table size is this. Okay, now the table borders and internal grid lines. Okay, table borders and internal grid lines. So this is for table, for the border and internal grid line. So table and TD have this. Borders is the one outside, the grid lines are the ones inside. All internal and external borders collapse. Okay. All right, so let's work with what we have. So let's attach a new style. We're going to work with table, comma, TD. And what do we have here? The borders. Okay. 5-pixel thick. Okay. And the internal as well. Okay, this is for specifically for TD. Okay. Okay, I was able to do some annotations to make clarifications of this because this is a bit technical because you need to differentiate between your table and your TD. Okay, so let's work with and those are both. Okay, so for the table and TD we have the borders and we have the internal grid lines. Okay, so now we know what to work with because obviously you need to have your borders for both of them and we have the internal grid lines as well. Okay, now both of them are dark green, so my border style is going to be solid. So I've worked on this here, solid and dark green. Okay, so the border color is dark green, so I'm just going to select green. Okay, dark green. How do we get dark green? Okay, yeah, so if I move this and put 60, yes, so we have how about 50? Do we have a 50? Yeah, 50 is good. So we have a dark green. Okay, are we done? Let me modify it. I'm not sure if we're done yet. Let me see. Yes, I think yeah, we're done. We're done. Now let's create for the table. Let's create for the table now. So new style. We're going to create for the table. Now for the table, is 650 pixels wide. So this will be the border width. Okay, and this will be, let me see, thick. Okay, so that will be individual. For tables we have, okay, so we have this in position. So yep, that's the width, pixels wide. So we're going to make this 650. Okay, we're going to apply it. um, we have the all internal and external borders collapse. Okay, apply. mm, Cell padding. Okay, let's go to for us to get padding. Nope. Yes, for padding, that's box. For padding we have 6 pixels. So now the idea is this is table and TD. They have the borders are going to be this, the internal grid line, that's for TD. You need to understand that. Now all internal external borders are obviously for tables because they have internal, they're going to collapse. The cell padding is also for table, and I think where you're just having your TD is just the internal grid lines alone. Okay, yeah. So cell padding 6 at the top. Okay, and 6 bottom. I just want to show. Then 4 at each side. Apply. Okay, yeah, I think we're okay. Table is going to be 5 centimeters thick. So let me go here to borders. The width is going to be thick, 5 pixels. Okay, now for the borders width 5 pixels thick. This is going to be, let me see, for the borders 5 pixels thick. So we need this to be thick, the lines here. So that will be, yeah, 5 pixels thick, pixels right here. Apply. Are there anything else so this is for table. Just going to give it yellow. This is also for table, so going to give this yellow. Cell padding also for table, give this yellow. Okay, I think this is also done for table as well. Let me check. Yes, 5 pieces thick. let me just do this, highlight it with yellow. Okay, so hopefully we're left with TD. So yeah, okay, so let's create a new one for TD. So for TD we're left with 2 pixel stick, so that will be borders. Remember there are grid lines, right? So that's borders. 2 pixel stick, and we're going to apply borders width, and that should be good to go. It's been very tricky, this part, trying to understand the size. We've looked at the size of it, talking about the width of the table, the borders of the table. We've looked at the colors that they need to have, talking about the borders colors. We've talked about the style, it has to be solid. We also talked about the width, each of them have to have a different width. And we also talked about the table only having the size, internal and external, the cell paddings, obviously for the table, and so on. Okay, so let's move on to H1. Now for H1, H2, H3, what do we have in common? H1, H2, H3. We don't really, okay, let's work with, I think H1 is on its own, so let's work with H1. H1, okay, so we have the colors here for H1. So we have red, blue, green. Okay, red, blue, green, and this is going to be, let me see, for H1 this is going to be the color, so I'm going to put this as trying to find it. Okay, right here, right? So font it is, it's going to be this. Now I'm going to just pick a color and then we sort it, right? Let me pick this for example, and red is 0. Now RGB 2 for R, 2 for RGB, 2 for G, 2 for B. Okay, so 0, G is 50. Okay, yeah, and red is 0. Okay, what else? The font, it needs to have Palatino. If not available, then Times, or if these fonts are not available, default sans serif. Okay, default sans serif. Okay, so let's work on it. So I'm just going to pick the one that has sans serif, and I'm just going to copy. Obviously in exam you will not have the privilege to do that, so I'm just going to do that. Okay, paste, Times New Roman, going to copy it, okay, then times serif, not sans serif. Okay, with 36 point high. That's the font size. Pixels high. Yep, I think we're good to go. Whew. Yep. So okay, create another one. So at this point, what are we creating now? Um, so H2, H3, and list has this in common: 16 pixels high, 16 pixels high, 16 pixels high. Okay. The font size is going to be 16. So that is what they have in common. I'm going to apply it. Okay. Then we can now do um, individually. Okay. So for H2, left align. H2 is going to be, I think, block. Text align. Yeah. Left align. Yeah. Um, for H2. Okay. I'm just going to apply that. I think that's what we need here. Going to create a new style. H3. Okay. So for H3, is center align as block. Apply. And li, the list, this must be displayed as a bulleted list with a square bullet points. So I'm going to create another one called our li. Now for list, okay, square bullet. So we're going to go to list, and the style is going to be square. Okay, I'm going to apply. Okay, this was actually very tricky, guys. So tricky. um just to know what to do. Correct and they said correct and complete the start sheet information below. Add your name, center number, and candidate number as a comment at the start of the start sheet. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Hit on enter. Okay, at the start of it, I'm going to do this. My name, AN 017 2023. Now notice that the moment we open the comment section, everything is going to be in the same color. It doesn't mean, it simply means that we have to close it. Okay, and comments are just for readable purpose, right? So I'm just going to put this, and then we have it good to go. Okay, save this style sheet in your HTML folder using the file name followed by your candidate number. Okay, copy and followed by your candidate number. I'm going to click on file, click on save, save this, and followed by my 2023. Okay, going to save this as okay, followed by my candidate number. Just want to be sure. Okay, so this is done. Attach this style sheet to your web page so that it has a higher priority than the style sheet attached in style 8. So I'm quickly going to save this. Click on save. I'm going to attach it. Browse and open. Okay, okay. Let's see the code, see what has happened. Okay, okay, so let me close this. Click on panel. Okay, I think this has been added now. Going to save. Yes. So I think we're good to go. Yeah, it has been applied. Okay, so obviously we see this is the tab, and then this is what we have done. Okay, so this has automatically the higher priority. Now the reason why this seems to be here is because we have done that here. Okay, so yeah, everything is looking good, and let's move forward. Take a screenshot showing the content of your style sheet. Place this in your evidence document. Make sure this file name is clearly visible. Okay, I'll click on open. I'm going to take a screenshot. It's important that the file name shows. This is going to be what evidence 3. Okay, display the web page in your browser. Take screenshot evidence and place this in your evidence document. So I'm going to click on file, click on save, click on file. Oh, this is the CSS. I can close this, and I'm going to preview this in my browser. Okay, it's looking good. I'm going to do this now. Display the web page in your browser. Take screenshot evidence. Yeah, so I'm going to take a screenshot. Normally you take it in one single screenshot. Okay, in one single screenshot. The URL browsers, the URL need to show to see where the this particular web page is stored. Okay, obviously nothing should be on your tab, but this is just for revision purposes, so we can have that. So that's fine, and this is going to be in evidence 4. Like I said, nothing should be on your tab. The only thing that needs to be on your tab is only your headings, which I've done, should be there. Okay, should only be that thing on your tab. Very importantly, please know this. Okay, Take a copy of the HTML source and place this in your evidence document. Click on the code here, and I'm going to copy everything, copy, and I'm going to paste this in the last evidence. Okay, it's going to be 5 pages, but can we make it 4? Okay, let's see if we can reduce this a bit. Also reduce this a bit. Can we? Just want to be sure so it doesn't look as if it needs to be clear. Probably just edit this a bit. So okay, just want to be sure we can crop some parts. Yep, we can crop. Let me crop this out. Okay, and just a bit. It's clear, and we can do this. Okay, 4 pages. This is 11 page. 4 pages. 10. It's 4 pages. Okay, I'm going to print it and then I'll see what could have been done better. It's important that they're able to see everything. It needs to be clear, it needs to be seen. This is okay here. Okay, this is okay here. So probably I'm just going to make this bit, maybe I'll make it 12. Since it's 4 page, guys, I think I can do this. Can move this here. Yes, I can do that. Okay, it's 4 page. I can decide to, yeah, 4 page. Bring this here. It is important that your evidence has to be okay. Okay. Yes, that's fine. And so we've come to the end of this paper, and now I'm going to print the evidence document right away. So this is going to be our printout 4. Copy. I just want to check, is it okay? Print. Let me make it this. Let me zoom in. Okay. Okay. This is yeah, this is fine. So let me print. It's going to be printout 4. I think we are. Oh, definitely in the wrong place. Okay, I was wondering. Okay, um, yep, printed. Okay, so we're done with this, and we've come to the end of this paper. It's been tricky. It's been tricky, especially when we had to do with the part of one, resizing the image, and two, trying to put in to know which is table and TD, and to know which is for table and to know which is for TD. It was actually tricky. We were able to have a hang of it. So thank you for watching, and please practice along with it. Please practice. Practice, that's how you get perfect. And perfect practice gives an outstanding result. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It has amazing ton of things, so amazing. You don't want to miss out anything, right? So amazing. I can tell you right away that the contents right here is so amazing. So look out for it, Ajiro Tech, and I'm going to be seeing you in my next video. Bye.